of you are aware, but I've been going to some of the Central Naugatuck Valley regional meetings for the planning meetings. And happened to be filming one of the meetings, and I looked on a desk next to me, and there was a Guide to Station Area Planning, TOD202, which is a publication from Reconnecting America. They're a nonprofit that's federally funded. And what they basically do is, and this is what their mission statement is on their website, that they integrate people together to move the process forward for transit-oriented development. This is what our regional planners are looking at for a guide for development. Okay, so I looked up the document online, and there's a graph for regional centers and urban centers. I read that Bristol was going to be transformed into an urban center, but the Office of Policy Management for the state of Connecticut says that it's a regional center. So what's the difference between a regional center and an urban center? Well, the graph says the major planning and development changes for a regional center is integrating a dense mix of housing and employment in a build-out context. And an urban center is integrating high-density housing into existing mix of housing and employment to support local retail. It also says a regional center housing mix for new development should be high-rise and mid-rise apartments and condos, and an urban center should be mid-rise, low-rise, some high-rise apartments, and some townhomes. The number of targeted units for a regional center is between 8,000 and 30,000 new units. And for an urban center, it is 5,000 to 15,000. This would significantly change the way that Bristol looks in the downtown, and it would definitely change the tax base in the city. Net project density housing for a regional center is 75 to 300 units per acre. An urban center is 50 to 150. Tomorrow night, Renaissance Downtowns is going to have their land use plan before a public hearing for the Zoning Commission. Their projected development is for approximately 60 units per acre. And this is contrary to what the rumor is around Bristol. Everybody thinks Renaissance is on their way out. I saw it on the Memorial Boulevard Task Force Facebook today. Untrue. In the planning guide, it says the community should be involved and educated about transit-oriented development and its potential to leverage private investment. And it's important to explain the trade-offs to the community, the trade-offs required to achieve the project's goals. It also cites engaging in an honest and open discussion is critical to the development and its success. So, you guys have been hearing me for a while. What's going on with the Depot Square project? I mean, is Renaissance really on the way out? I don't think that's true. People ought to know. Thank you.
Thank you.